everyone, today I'd like to show you how to make a lock join. A lock join is a secure join made using only the shuttle thread. It's basically a knot. You'll see it written in patterns as either LJ or SLJ. A lock join has many functions. We use it when we don't want our stitches to slide along the core thread, when we need to join below the line of progression, when we need to change direction. It's also used when we only have one shuttle, when there's no ball thread or second shuttle thread. I'm going to explain each of those in more detail a little later. First, you need to know how to make a lock join. So I'm working a basic ring and chain combination. You can use a lock join to connect any two elements together. I'm just using this ring chain combination for the video. I've made a ring of 8 picot 8, reversed my work, and chained 3 picot 3 picot 3 picot 3. Now I'm ready to join my chain to the center picot of the ring with a lock join. So make sure all your stitches of your chain are snugged up and the chain sits nicely around the ring. Check this before you make the join. Remember, we're really making a knot. So it's not impossible to get out, but it's better if you don't have to try. You can do a lot of damage to your thread. To make a lock join, we're working with our shuttle thread only. Take your crochet hook, go down through the picot, pull up a loop, now pass your shuttle up through this loop. You can go down if you want to. It depends how technical you want to be. Coming up means your join will look like another double stitch. Before we pull this loop tight, check that everything is sitting where you want it to be. You can see my chain has pulled back from the loop, from the ring, where we need it to be up here. So make any adjustments that you need to. When everything is sitting where you want it to be, pull your thread straight up. And that's it. That is your lock join. Let's have a look at our join in relation to the points I made at the start of the video. All of the stitches before the lock join are now locked in place. They can't slide anymore. We just used our core thread, which is what our stitches slide on, to make a knot. So we're able to continue on with our next element, which could be either a ring or a chain, and our stitches will slide because the lock join is behind us. We're going to pretend that we need to join our new row to our existing piece of work. So generally when we work, our project sits to the left of our threads. Normal joins are made above the line of progression. They also require both the working thread and the core thread to make a join. Now a lock join only needs the shuttle thread, and this allows us to make our join below our line of progression. With this little motif, the outside chain is lock joined to a central picot on the previous chain. As I mentioned earlier, the stitches before the lock join can no longer slide, and this gives us a break point where we can continue with our chain while also changing direction. If we made a normal join here and continued with our chain would continue to curve around. But by doing a lock join, it gives us a break point and we can change our direction. Now that you know how to make a lock join, this last point is pretty much self-explanatory. If you're tatting with a single shuttle, you don't have a ball thread to be able to make a normal join. Lock joins only use a shuttle thread, so problem solved. Okay, I'm cheating here. I've made a loose lock join so that it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. I use a tapestry needle because it has a blunt tip and is less likely to split my ply. On the back, use your tapestry needle to try and get in under this loop. We're after the thread that goes from the shuttle into making the join. So gently pry your needle in there and work it until you're able to pull up a loop. When you have a reasonably long loop, we're after the side that runs freely to the shuttle. So if I pull this one, that's not it. Pull the other side, you can see it pulls on my shuttle thread. Combine this one with the shuttle, pull, and it will open up the loop that makes the lock join. Grab your shuttle and backtrack. We're done. Now let's have a go and see if we can get out one that's tightened up properly. Again, we're trying to get in to that loop. So it can be done. It's a little fiddly. Backtrack with your shuttle. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.